Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of America's Underground Voice. I'm your host, James Larger, and today we're going to be talking about Trickle Down Economics and why it works. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's hop right into it. So, this is going to be a hypothetical. Well, it's really not hypothetical, but it's going to be mirroring what Ronald Reagan did in the 80s. So, here we have a small government, we have corporation, small business, and we have the people. Now, let's say, which we know, so government, taxes, corporation, small business, and they tax the people. Now let's say under this whole idea, taxes are slashed. They're slashed for both corporations and people. So since they're slashed for corporation, small business, this leaves more revenue available to the company. And for the people, since tax was slashed, more income for the people. Because as we can see, since the business has more revenue available, they can be able to give this more revenue back to the people. So we're going to take the revenue, money is going to go back here to the people alongside small businesses, since they also have more revenue. If they don't want to, if they want to cut and give some money back to the people, they're also going to expand. So what do we know what happens when we expand? We expand, there's more locations being bought, real estate goes up, there's more jobs open. So we get more jobs. We get more jobs in this section and more money for the people. Now, when people have more income, what happens to that income? People go out and spend that income. So then that income, since they're getting more money, is going to go back to corporations and small businesses. So then people are going to go back and spend money back to these small businesses and corporations. So then you have this cycle. You take this cycle over here where corporation and small business, taxes are being slashed, there are more revenues available, they put money back to the people instead of having to hold that money to pay taxes. If taxes aren't slashed, they have to worry about the doors being open and worry about taxes and liabilities, lawyers, and that sort of thing. So they have more revenue available. They give the money back to the people, which then the people have more income. The people want to spend more. They go to small businesses and corporations. Those small businesses and corporations can then expand. They can expand up here, which creates more jobs, which creates more revenue, and we have a flowing economy, and we no longer have stagnation of wages because wages are going up. We have more jobs available for our American people, and we have money flowing. And the government, since the government is small and it's doing what it needs to do, its jobs, it's much more efficient. It's much more efficient to be able to do a job and do it correctly, which is our national security, highways, bridges, and that sort of thing. Now, this really isn't that complicated, and this would be able to bypass all the minimum wage. Okay, so let's do the opposite of what we've had in the past 8 years. Okay, so let's say, let's get rid of this, So let's say, for instance, well, this is what we've been under for the past 8 years. So the government taxes corporations, small business, and taxes the people. Now let's say taxes are really high. So high, they're going to be high on small businesses, and they're going to be taxing the people really high. So what happens when taxes are high? Corporations and small businesses have to pay these taxes. So if they have to pay these taxes, they have to hold money. They have to hold money aside to pay these taxes to get money back to the national government. So if they're holding money, they're a lot more careful with it. They're a lot more frugal. So if they're holding the money, wanting to pay the national government back, that means these people are not getting raises because they're holding their money. They have to worry about taxes, liabilities, and that sort of thing. So if people aren't getting raises, if there's stagnation, people have higher taxes too. So they have to go back. Oh, that's bad. They have to pay their taxes back. So if the people know that they have to pay the taxes back, it's going to be scarce. They're not going to want to go and spend the money to the small business. Small businesses are not going to make money here, coming back. So, oh, that's bad too. Whew, can't write today. There's no money being spent, no money being flowing through the economy to make it vibrant. So then, to reiterate, so you have high taxes on corporations, small business, high taxes here on the people. Okay? Corporation, small business has to hold money aside for the taxes to pay back to the national government. When they hold their money, they cannot give raises or expand. Oh, I forgot to raise that. Whoops. Because there's not more jobs. There's less jobs because there's no expansion. And that's where we get layoffs. We get layoffs because businesses can no longer pay their taxes and they have to close. Okay, I digress. Back to where I was. So these people don't get raises. They have to pay taxes back to the national government. So then they start holding their money. There's no money going back to corporate small businesses. They cannot expand. They're not making money. So they have to slash their prices. You get less jobs, layoffs, and less expansion. So that is it pretty much in a nutshell. And that's why we've seen stagnant stagnant wages over the past 8 years. We've seen an average of a 3% GDP growth because this whole thing is just so slow. It doesn't allow the people to do what they want with their money because they have to worry about this. Paying taxes because taxes are up. If you cut these, people are free to do whatever they want and they'll go spend it because they don't have to worry about taxes. Small businesses, they hold more, or they keep more money, which means they give money back to the people and they expand on jobs. So that's it, guys. Leave your comments below. Tell me what you think, and thanks for watching.